Hi, my name is Tamara Pennington. I teach AP Biology in Windsor, Colorado, and my students just finished studying the nervous system. And so, like all teachers, I was on the internet looking around for other things to bring in, new activities to do around the nervous system, and I found this, the Spikerbox. It's put out by BackyardBrains. They have a couple cool videos which intrigued me, and so I decided to purchase the Spikerbox. And today I am just going to show you what I have received and kind of look through these contents of this box together. So it's like an early Christmas present. So first, as you can see, the box is wrapped with a shrink wrap, and we're going to open it. And I ordered this about a week and a half ago, so it came fairly quickly. Compact. Cost of this particular one was about $200, I believe. That's the dual channel. There are a couple models out there that you can purchase. All right, so shrink wrap is off. And as you guys can see, there's a little code here that I can pull up with my cell phone, and they have a TED Talk, one of my favorite things out there, TED Talks. So definitely going to check that out once I get this open. All right, so now we have a cardboard covering to get into the box. This looks awkward, I know. Let me get started here. I'll just kind of pull this piece off. Let's see, let's look at what else is on here. So, as you can see, BackyardBrains Spikerbox has been featured in several newspapers, also some TV shows. They give a little preview of what's there, some organisms you can do experiments on. This particular kit, which I really liked, includes some cables to hook it up to your smartphone, and so I think that's something that we'll look at today too. So on the back, 4 steps of how to kind of set up your Spikerbox. All right, let's open it up. All right, first thing I see is a nice little compact description of what my Spikerbox actually consists of. So we'll pull it out and we'll look at these. What's inside? My Faraday cage. This is going to help us get rid of excess noise while recording neural activity, especially helpful when attempting to record from earthworms. Good to know. Probably be one of my first test subjects. We've got a laptop cable, so we can hook this up to our laptop. We've got a stem cable. This will plug into your music player. You place the hooks on a cockroach leg and play some music. They have a great video showing how to do this, so I'm excited to try it. We have our smartphone cable, which I will be using here in just a second, and then 2-channel electrodes with pins on them. So looks pretty simple and straightforward. On the back, getting started with your Spikerbox. Looks like they have instructions for how to do a very basic experiment with cutting off a cockroach leg, hooking it up to the Spikerbox, and then kind of looking at the action potential as it passes through the neurons. So looks great. Pretty much so far exactly what I expected. So let's dig in. This cage right here will be the Faraday cage, and it is kind of wrapped around. We've got some tissue paper holding everything in place. We've got our cables neatly wrapped and packaged, and I think they're even labeled, which for me would be super helpful. I think I'll tell you all what I intend to do with this also. I intend to let my students just kind of dig in here and even potentially check this out for me, take it home. Maybe start with one of BackyardBrains' experiments initially, and then see where they can take it, do some type of inquiry investigation on their own. So as you guys can see, this green one is labeled smartphone, so that's the one that I'll try here in just a second. We'll go into my smartphone. We've got our red little electrodes here. We've got the blue. This is probably the laptop one. That one is not labeled, but that would be my guess. Okay. And here we've got what appears to be the stem cables, if you want to do music. And then, neatly wrapped here, protected, we've got the Spikerbox. So, also guys, those are stapled down, so be careful with that. I'm trying to be careful because I'm not quite sure what to expect. Okay, I got it upside down. designed and manufactured in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Okay, and so here's actually the Spikerbox. As you can see, we've got the 9-volt battery. We got the cork board where you will pin your insects. We've got the speaker. And then down here, all the places where we will plug in our devices. Looks like a toggle switch, and a nice little light display indicating that is actually on. So, so far, again, looks pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use. One last thing I would show you, I think, is let's go ahead and put in the smartphone cable. And so on my particular phone, last night, in anticipation of this, I did download the app, so maybe you can see this for BackyardBrains. And I'll just kind of show you what to expect. And so right now I've got it hooked up to a microphone, and it is recording sound waves. So you can kind of see what that's going to look like and how cool this is going to be when you hook up your insect or whatever you're going to do. So that was super easy, fast to download, and free. And so the way this will work is I will take my smartphone cable, I'll pop it in up here, and then I believe this piece will go right here, and my toggle switch and my light shows that it's on. And again, when I have an insect or doing an experiment, this will show my action potentials. So I think it's going to be very cool. In the future, I hopefully will post some video of me actually doing experiments, but more importantly, I hope to post video of my students doing experiments and show you all the cool things they've come up with. So that is the Spikerbox. It's by BackyardBrains. They have a couple different models. I'm super psyched to try it out, and I hope you guys found that useful.